So in the past, I have accidentally uploaded prediction videos on the same day of the ban list. That's not anything too new, and even I've uploaded them like right after the ban list has come out. But today something very, very strange happened, because at the exact same time that I uploaded a ban list prediction video, the ban list got updated, which has never happened before. The chances of that happening are so low. I almost didn't even notice it, and it would have been pretty bad if I would have left that prediction video up for longer than it was up. I think it was up for like 3 or 4 minutes or something, when luckily John Moore like messaged the group chat and said, hey everyone, like the balance is up. And then I was like, oh crap. I do want to mention that just like the last time, it is not currently up at the time of recording this video on the TCG United States website, the NA website. And I don't know why this happened last 2 times, I think, where it just takes really long to update on here. It is up on the United Kingdom page though, so we can see this. It's all legit. Obviously it says effective from 15/7/2019, which for us Americans means 7/15/2019, and this is going to be, the next update will be no sooner than October 14th. So this is going to be the ban list. It's going to be in effect for the next couple months here. I mean, we got all the events starting up in August and September, so if you're going to events like the YCS in Portland or the UDS in Indianapolis, this is a list that we're going to be playing in, so that's really important. One thing that's interesting about the timing of this list is I thought they would wait until at least 2 more weeks after Battles of Legend. If they're going to hit anything in that set, like Sky Strikers especially, it's going to be really weird, right? Because they just reprinted all those cards, so that people really haven't even gotten a chance to like play at locals with those cards yet, unless they bought them like day one. So we'll have to wait and see. Maybe this means they're not going to hit Sky Strikers, in which case I'll be very sad, but it could happen. So let's go through here. We have, oh, that's kind of random. We have first banned card is Eclipse Wyvern. Eclipse Wyvern is a card used as a one-of in the Chaos Dragon, Thunder Dragon list, and it's important, don't get me wrong. You can special summon it from your deck with Brotar if you want, or not with Brotar, with Elfie if you want, and then you can search the Levianeer when it's banished, or the Diabolos when it's banished. That is sort of a strange hit that makes me think they didn't ban Elfie, which is kind of disappointing if it's true. That was kind of what well, it'll be fun in the next couple days to go back and look at that prediction list and see if anything was correct. But anyway, Eclipse Wyvern's ban is kind of a random hit. And then we have, oh, nice. Okay, so I was actually exactly right in my prediction list. That's pretty funny. They banned the Phantom Knights of Rusty Bardiche. So one of the things I said in that prediction video, if any of you watched it, I mean, you couldn't have watched that much, is that I didn't feel they were going to hit Nightmare Mermaid. I didn't feel they were going to hit that because Nightmare Mermaid was in the promotional material for the next Megatins, which is really important. And then also, I didn't think they'd hit any actual Orcus cards, because at the time of making that video, Orcus Nightmare had been revealed as a super rare in the next OTS pack. But now, after making that video, but before making this video, all of that OTS pack got announced, and we not only had Orcus Nightmare as a super rare, also Orcus Harp Horror was a super rare, and also Dingirsi was an ultimate rare, so clearly they're not going to hit any of those cards, and this is the exact card that said that they would hit. This makes the deck still playable, but definitely not nearly as dominant, because you can still do like some of the combo, and if you have like an extra center, you can still do a lot of it. Maybe even the Phantom Knights will still be played, just because you can do the normal combo and also get a Fog Blade. But in reality, hitting this card, banning this card specifically, means that the deck loses a lot of power, not nearly as annoying to play against, which is really important. So that's cool, like that a lot. And then no other banned cards. Okay, limited. We what timeline is this where Altergeist Multifaker's limited? But why? It's fine. I don't play Altergeist anymore, but oh man, it's so sad. I wanted to play them now that they have the, I guess this is just because we got the Salamangreat Link monsters, so now you have to play Sangan, but oh, that's disappointing. They never got to use like full power Altergeist with Mulasik and Sangan and 3 Multifaker. Altergeist were struggling already. I know in Europe though, they were doing like pretty good. They had won like one of the national championships, and they had topped a lot of the other ones. In the US, so the deck's been struggling for quite a while, and unfortunately, I mean, it really sucks because Altergeist Concrete is in OTS pack 11 happen. But if Altergeist get hit on this list and Skystrikers do not get hit on this list, I'm going to be so angry, because that is just Konami being greedy. No, but hopefully Skystrikers are hit. Hopefully like anything besides Altergeist is hit, because that deck hasn't really been performing that well. Even winning a national championship, like the deck was still, that was a rogue win. It wasn't a meta win. Then we have a Black Dragon Collapser, but interestingly enough, I almost put on my prediction video that I thought a White Dragon Wyvern Burster would be limited. Black Dragon is kind of interesting, but I think they're, if unless they have a couple more limits here, if they're only just like limiting Black Dragon and limiting the Eclipse Wyvern, or banning the Eclipse Wyvern, I should say, Thunder is going to look pretty good, especially compared to Orcus. Let's see what else we've done. We have, oh, nice. Oh, gosh. Okay, we got lots of stuff here. So, first off, Salmon Great Gazelle Limited. I think everyone on the planet guessed that that would happen. That was in my prediction video. I got to stop saying that, sorry. But everyone pretty much thought that Salmon Great Gazelle would be limited. I think that that was pretty much well known as the best possible, most fair hit you can do on Salmon Greats. That probably won't affect them too much. I think it'll affect them, but it's not going to like kill the deck, because the deck just has so many other starters. But that's a really, really solid hit. Good job, Konami. And then Tempest Dragonlord of Storms is limited now instead of forbidden. No other Dragonlords, I'm assuming, are coming off the ban list. However, in those two, they got Tempest off. And what's funny about that is that when they got Tempest off the ban list, it immediately caused an FTK. One of the cards that they were using, though, was Dark Matter Dragon, which we don't have. So when a lot of people saw Dark Matter Dragon banned, they thought, well, why don't they just bring back Tempest? Because that's why the card was so problematic in the OCG. That's really cool. I wonder if this card just by itself will be played in anything. I'm not entirely sure. A lot of people said, like, well, can like one Dragon Ruler come back? And if you remember, I made a video a long time ago about why the Dragon Lords watch to say banned, and a lot of the things that I mentioned in that video aren't true anymore. For example, Fairy Tale Snow is banned, Omega is limited. All these other cards that I mentioned in that video like aren't really problems anymore. So I think it'd be interesting just to see how one Tempest does to the metagame, if it affects it in any way. And then we have White Dragon Wyvern Burster is limited as well. Okay, so that actually is a pretty significant hit. Just playing one copy of each of those. If you've played against Thunder Dragons, if you played with Thunder Dragons, you might know that almost all the hands that don't have one of those two cards are really, really rough. We even saw Jesse Cotton playing 3 copies of both of them near the end of last format, so that's pretty crazy. And then we scroll down here and we have, oh, interesting. We have Daigusto Emerald limited. That's kind of random. I actually just bought a Daigusto Emerald 2 days ago because I saw a battle pack one and we need that for the cube, and it's kind of funny. I already have my secret rare, but that's kind of interesting. We just made a video talking about Daigusto Emerald, and I really feel like this is okay. I know it sounds crazy, but you know, rank 4s at this time, is anyone really playing them? I mean, you have Salmon Greats playing 1 Dweller. You have Pendulums. Pendulums play some rank 4s, but that's not like a super competitive deck. I mean, Chaos, or I keep saying Chaos Dragons, but it's really Thunder Dragon, Danger, whatever. They don't play rank 4s. Orcus play like 1 rank 4. They usually play Time Thief or Doer, which is perfectly fine. And then as far as Skystrikers, I mean, they play the Utopia package, but by the way, no Skystriker hits because Konami hates us. But yeah, Daigusto Emerald at 1 copy is pretty cool. Let's go down here. Salmon Great. Okay, we got some stuff to talk about here. So we have Salmon Great Circle limited. Now with Circle and Gazelle limited, that makes it a little harder, right? That's kind of like, honestly, it's kind of like what happened to you in Zectors, where they have Hornet and Dragonfly limited on the same ban list. Okay, that you might feel that one. You certainly can still do the combos. You still have 3 Signet Mining, and if you open Foxy and then Spinny, that still does like most of the combo. And the deck seems to do pretty good in OCG. I don't know what hits they have. I know they have Gazelle limited, but that's kind of a new discussion, but that definitely will hurt them a lot more than I thought just 1 Gazelle would. So I'm really surprised here that the only Skystriker card I'm seeing is Skystriker Modules Multi-Roll limited. Pretty cool limit, but maybe hit Engage, the card that draws whatever. So Multi-Rolls limited, I mean, that makes a pretty big difference. The deck has already lost a lot of longevity by having the limited Kagari, by also limiting the multi-roll. If you just like Cosmic Cycle in this card, like they just have no like cards at all. And multi-roll is very important as well, because multi-roll is one of the cards that increases the consistency of seeing Ray on the first turn, because you could use a field spell, and then if that whiffed, like if you didn't hit an Engage, didn't hit a Ray, you could use the multi-roll on the field spell to summon the Ray from the deck. So this is a pretty decent hit. Engage is just so annoying. I don't know, it's really weird to see that they're hitting Salmon Great so hard, they're hitting Orcus so hard, they're hitting Thunder really hard, and then Skystriker's like, no, Engage is okay. And then we have Trickstar Light Sage as a limited card, which will really hurt the Orcus deck that was using the Trickstar engine. We also have Terraforming limited, which is makes sense because it looks like they're also hitting Metaverse here as limited. So this really hurts not only pure Mystic Mine decks, but any deck that was playing Mystic Mine. It's rough because the whole idea in like Orcus and stuff is that you were playing multiple field spells, you were playing multiple terraformings, maybe you were playing the Metaverse. But now if you're playing just one terraforming, it feels weird playing one terraforming, one Trickstar Light Stage, one Mystic Mine, one Blackguard, and all those cards. So it'll be interesting to see what they say or see what they play. They already have set rotation though. Definitely though with one Metaverse and one terraforming, it really does hurt the Sky Striker Mystic Mine deck because I'll only have 3 copies. Well, 2 extra copies in addition to whatever copies of Mystic Mine they already play. And then we scroll down here. Oh god, that is a ton, a ridiculous amount of semi-limits. Okay, let's go through here. Chaos Emperor Dragon Envoy of the End has a really bad errata, no one's playing it. Danger Nessie, Danger Jackalope, and Danger Tsuchinoko, all semi-limited. That definitely hurts the consistency of the Danger Thunder Dragon deck a lot. They'll have to play much worse Danger monsters as filler cards. The main difference between all 3 of those cards and the other Dangers out there that they'll play, like Bigfoot and sometimes they play Mothman, is that these are the only ones that you're okay like discarding with their own effects for the most part. I mean, with all the Dangers you want to discard something else and then special summon them, but with these ones in particular, they all dig toward each other. They dig toward the monsters being summoned. So that's a pretty big deal, especially going first. So only having 6 copies of those instead of 9 copies, that's really cool. And that's actually really fair. I was thinking in the prediction video like they would limit Nessie, but I think semi-limiting all 3 of those cards is actually pretty nice. And then we have Ether the Heavenly Monarch is semi-limited, which is pretty weird. I mean, we haven't seen that card semi-limited since, what, 2016, 3 years ago? So that's pretty insane. We have Elmdura Stratos semi-limited. It's currently unlimited in the OSG, doing nothing, so that makes sense. We have Inzektor Dragonfly. Sector Dragonfly, what year is this? Semi-limited. That was one of the cards we just talked about a little bit ago with Gazelle. It's been a long time. It's been a very, over 5 years since Dragonfly went to limited, so that's pretty cool. We have Damage Juggler semi-limited, really cool. Shrit semi-limited. There you go, Necros players. Haven't given us Necros of Unicorn off the ban list yet, other than, I mean, it's limited right now, but they haven't gone up to semi-limited or whatever, so that's interesting, unless I just missed it here. No, I didn't. Okay, I just want to make a quick check before I look at any of those cards. And then we have Royal Tribute, and a Royal Tribute, obviously, this probably isn't how Konami would defend it, but this card got a lot worse, infinitely worse, because of the new verification rules. Your opponent doesn't have to show you their hand when you Royal Tribute, so the card is just a lot worse, actually just bad. So that's pretty rough. So I guess they'll put it to semi-limited. Then we have, look at all these different cards that are unlimited. So we have Clifford Scout, was limited, unlimited, who cares? Luster Pendulum, I mean, who plays Pendulums in 2019? Do they even play Luster Pendulum? I don't think so. But don't we have, Draco Face-Off unlimited as well? Isn't that, a card? Let me look real quick, Draco. No, Draco Face-Off is still limited. Okay. I think if Draco Face-Off went to unlimited and Luster was at limited, that means people playing those cards. Trish is to unlimited. Makes sense. No one's really even playing 1. So it is a little scary because some decks, in theory, could, you can loop Trishulas, right? Because they're not once return effects, but it's fine. Dark Hole, straight to unlimited, makes sense. No one's playing Regeki, no one's playing Dark Hole. I thought the move to make Dark Hole go to limited from semi-limited was just crazy, because why would you make Dark Hole go to limited when you could just ban Regeki again and then make Dark Hole go to unlimited? The fact of the matter is no one's playing either of those cards, but it is kind of interesting though, because Interrupted Kaiju Slumber's at 3, and that's kind of a better version of Dark Hole in a lot of cases. We have Monster Gate, pretty crazy. Rekindling. What? Rekindling? Rekindling at 3, Trishula at 3, it's going to be crazy. It's probably not going to do anything. That's pretty cool, though. Super Poly, oh my gosh. Boy, it's rough out there. I guess that's how they're countering Thunder Dragons, is by making Super Poly go to 3. That card's crazy. I really like Super Poly's position in the format, though. There's a lot of cool extra deck monsters you can summon, and it really does keep those bigger decks in check a lot of the times. And then Solemn freaking Judgment. Oh my gosh, should I sell it? I'll have to look. Solemn Judgment to 3, I mean, that helps out Geist a lot. In OCG, they have that card at 3. They just got to 3, I believe, but they had it for 2 a long time. That's pretty crazy. I don't know. Maybe Altergeist are okay with 1 Multi-Faker. Maybe Faker took the hits that Solemn Judgment can go to 3. Actually, I'd probably take Multi-Faker, but Solemn Judgment to 3 is pretty... I mean, can you imagine playing a guy with 3 Solemn Judgments, 3 Solemn Strikes, and the rest of the Altergeist cards? I mean, I guess you just went going first or whatever, but that is pretty crazy. So that is the ban list. You know what? I'll say it. good ban list, maybe even a great ban list. Why has Konami hit or not hit Engage yet? Why is Konami so afraid to hit that card? If you look at every single top deck took multiple hits on this list except for Striker. I mean, I guess they hit the field spell package, but why can you just not hit Engage? I mean, good for the people that bought it in Battles of Legend. I bet those are going to go up now, but it's just, it blows my mind how unwilling Konami is to like hit Engage on the balance. I think it's even semi-limited in the OSU, which would make a lot of sense. It is just, it's crazy that Konami can't hit that card or won't hit that card, but this is a cool balance. There's lots of cool stuff on here. Sound migrates, I think there's, I don't know, I think all top decks are still playable, just not as good. Really good sort of soft reset going ahead for the next season of Yu-Gi-Oh! But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed today's discussion video or this live reaction video on the ban list. Let me know in the comment section below what you feel is going to happen in the next coming months. We have at least like a month here to figure out like what we're going to play for the next format, but it's going to be pretty exciting, I think. I'll see you guys later though. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.